The topic for today is rate of reactions and factors affecting the rate of reactions. The rate of a chemical reaction is the number of moles of reactants converted or the number of moles of product formed per unit time. Rate of reactions and factors affecting rate of reactions. The rate of a chemical reaction is the number of moles of reactants converted or products formed per unit time. Collision theory assumes that there must be collisions between reactant particles for a chemical reaction to occur. The collisions that result into a reaction is called effective collision. Activation energy is the energy barrier or minimum amount of energy that must be overcome for a reaction to take place. The rate of reaction depends on the frequency of effective collision between reactant particles. The factors which influence the rate are A. Energy content of particles, B. The frequency of collision of the particles, C. Activation energy of the reaction. The factors that affect the rate of chemical reaction are: number 1, nature of reactants. Number 2, concentration / pressure for gases of reactants. Number 3, surface area or particle size. Number 4, temperature of reaction mixture. Number 5, presence of light. Number 6, presence of a catalyst. Examples. Number 1, according to the equation above, which of the following will introduce the greatest increase in the rate of chemical reaction above? A. An increase in the temperature and a decrease in the concentration of the reactants. B. A decrease in the volume and an increase in the pressure of the reactants. C. A decrease in temperature and an increase in the concentration of the reactants. And D. An increase in the temperature and an increase in the concentration of the reactants. Option A is wrong because an increase in the temperature is correct, but a decrease in the concentration of the reactants will actually decrease the rate of reaction. Option B is wrong because a decrease in the volume will actually cause a decrease in the rate of reaction, but increase in pressure will cause an increase in the rate of reactants. Option C is wrong because a decrease in temperature will result into a decrease in the rate of reaction. Option D is correct because an increase in temperature will cause an increase in the rate of reaction, and as well an increase in concentration will also result into an increase in the rate of reaction. Hence, option D is the correct answer. Number 2, the minimum amount of energy required before a reaction could occur is A. Reaction energy, B. Effective collision, C. Activation energy, D. Activated complex. The correct answer is option C, activation energy, because activation energy is the minimum amount of energy or energy barrier that must be overcome for a reaction to occur. Hence, the correct answer is option C. Number 3, these are factors that affect the rate of chemical reaction except A. Surface area, B. Catalyst, C. Nature of reactants, D. Activation energy. Option A is wrong because surface area is a factor that affects the rate of a reaction. Option B is wrong because catalyst is also a factor that affects the rate of a reaction. Option C is wrong because nature of reactant is a factor that affects the rate of reaction. Option D is the correct answer because activation energy is not a factor that affects the rate of a chemical reaction.